I don't know why, but apparently the Taliban. What is this thing? Okay, yes, it had just. I don't know why, but the Taliban apparently doesn't like women's rights. I meant to say all that in one thing, but the the I can't speak. This is irritating. The recording thing was a bit frozen. Anyway, the onto actually sort of important stuff other than just look my recording thing my recording software is a bit buggy. Anyway, the Taliban supreme leader and a small clique of senior conservative clerics are directly preventing Afghan girls attending secondary school despite misgivings within the wider movement. Yeah, I'm not even surprised. I'm really not surprised. Also, hey look, American guns. How surprising. They probably should just do that. Okay, anyway. Oh no. Oh no. This bloke and his inner circle overall planned by the education minister to reopen schools this year, breaking earlier assurances that they would let girls back into classes. I'm not surprised that they didn't let them in. A year after Taliban seized power, has it been that long already? Or if they didn't get it done within like a month, but yeah, that's actually like changed within a year. Pretty impressive. If only, the Western governments could do that. But instead, they don't. Yeah, a year after they seized power, the issue has become an ideological divide, with some international officials in Kabul saying the majority of the regime appear to back a return to school. Okay, that's not going to change anything, because if you think about it, when two leaders of the Taliban fight, all I'm saying is a bullet is a bullet and a human skull is a human skull. That's all I'm gonna say. Yet defense of the supreme leader. Really, they're calling him a supreme leader. Wouldn't Kim Jong Un be a bit annoyed at that? Who am I kidding? He can't read Arabic or English, probably. Please don't nuke me. I'm just making a joke. Yeah, well, I mean, doesn't really matter because I ain't gonna be let into North Korea ever, unless of course South Korea takes it over. But that's really not the point. I just went off on a major tangent. Uh, Yet deference to the supreme leader and the uncompromising stance of the hardline faction means Taliban advocates of girls' education are reluctant to challenge them. I'm not surprised. Both Taliban and international sources told the Telegraph. Wonderful. The leadership is unwilling to change the stance. Not surprised. They cannot reach consensus and is also trying to stifle open debate. Not surprised. A July gathering of thousands of clerics and elders convened by the Taliban in Kabul had been expected to discuss the issue, but stayed clear. Yeah, not surprised. They're not trying. Wait, what? One Western aid official said they do not want to bring the discussion to the public and not to the international community. Could have just put or instead of and not. But whatever. They're trying to present a unified picture. Yep. The Supreme Leader bloke remains remote figure a year after humiliating America and its allies and has become increasingly authoritarian. Not surprised. He was a top justice official during the Taliban's 1990s rule as the regime handed down harsh Sharia punishments. Not surprised, they do that a lot. During the Taliban's long insurgency, his own son died committing a suicide bombing. Well, I hope Hibatullah Jr. enjoys the 70 Magic the Gathering players. Yes, I hope he enjoys his however many Magic the Gathering players. He now rules from his home province of, oh no, that, rather than from the cap. Why is my mouse always? Can I just get it to no longer exist because it doesn't record there? So that should be fine. Anyway, he now rules from his home province of there rather than the capital Kabul, and has surrounded himself with a small clique of clerics and ministers, leaving other senior Taliban struggling to gain access. He has made a few public appearances and has not been photographed. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not going to finish that. I did not have a joke planned. I probably should have. School sources Sources said that when the education minister travelled to there to present plans to reopen schools in late March, he was kept waiting for 3 days. Not surprised. Pictures. Only the men. Not surprised. They really don't like women having rights. I agree. His proposal was rejected after it told foreign diplomats schools would open. The girls turned up for classes only to find the gates closed. That's brilliant. Absolute class. I consider not the first. Yeah, it's the name of the first bloke, right? Yeah. Why didn't they have that blue instead of that? Whatever. An inner circle thought to include the Chief Justice, Minister of the Hajj. That was simple. And Minister of Vice and Virtue. Right. I don't think that's an official title, but sure. Forbade secondary education for girls. I'm not surprised. They don't like women's rights. Senior Taliban figures who have previously spoken in support of girls' education told the Telegraph they are no longer willing to discuss the matter. I'm not surprised. The Telegraph was in favour, but what does it matter? It's not the policy, said one. Probably do it with a stupid accent, but whatever. International officials dealing with education said it was unclear what the objection was. I think it's that they don't like women's rights. And some of them do. Anyway, either the religious or cultural grounds, probably. While others say they have practical concerns about how girls can be protected as they walk to school. Will maybe make it so that if they show their face, they don't get acid thrown on them. That's kind of unsafe. Girls, the small group of people who don't want girls' educations, not surprised. Small group, but they're powerful, not surprised. They also want to prove that everything that happens in Afghanistan is their own terms, not no one else's. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, look. When the military left, the Taliban took over. Can't believe that happened. Girls are quietly going to school. Mr. Shaheen said Britain and other countries taking refugees to stop encouraging them. Yes, definitely. We're already full up. I know who that is. Guy from The Dictator. I cannot remember his name. But Admiral General Al-Din. There we go. There he is. 122,000 people were airlifted to different countries, 100,000 more are estimated to fill it. Why can I not speak? And why did I yawn? Just a quick question, how warm is it? It feels like it's boiling, because it usually says, actually, no, what? No, it doesn't matter. People are leaving, interpreters. Yeah, why didn't you know what? Instead of just taking out the random people, take out the people who are in more danger, like the interpreters, guards, and stuff who worked. The basic logic. Yeah, they had an anniversary party. Good for them. Anyway, the WNBA star who's stuck in Russia is still stuck in Russia, and apparently it shows how America continues to fail black women. Are you sure? Brittney Griner is still in jail, and last week the Phoenix Mercury star was officially sentenced to 9 months, years in prison on drug charges. Don't bring drugs to Russia. They don't like drugs. It's kind of simple. Excessive and unjust. Yeah, it's Russia. What do you expect? I don't know why I like that, but whatever. It's more than that. It's a stunning indictment. It's allegedly fuck off. A stunning indictment of how America continues to fail black women, both on and off its shores. Yeah, sure. She's one of the most accomplished and impressive female basketball players in the world. That means nothing. Because the WNBA literally doesn't make profit. The WNBA makes no profit. It's not even like it's a even zero. It's literally that, They are losing money every season. It's hilarious. She's good at basketball, yada 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 blah 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 blah. Oh, you know the classic. Well, if it happened to this person, or this person, it would be wild news. It simply would not play out that way, not play out the way it did. Whatever. After a sentencing, we all know they don't actually give a shit. They are simply just trying to get the clout. Yeah, she's being failed by the government. What are you gonna say? Fuck off. Well, it's clear that the government didn't fight nearly hard enough for her in those crucial early days, the ways that America failed. That random shot. Whatever. You know, they failed her. Oh, the wage gap, wonderful. Right, quick business lesson. All I'm saying is, if you the money that you make has to go towards, you know, paying the people and, you know, all the other expenses. And if you don't make enough money, then you pay them less. Or you may even, you know, just not pay them at all. Like what happened to ECW back in the 90s, 2000s, somewhere in that era. You know what I mean. Look, Kevin Durant and LeBron James averaged 48 million and 42 million respectively. Okay. All I'm saying is, that's because the NBA makes like billions. It makes a lot. Makes a lot of cash. Yeah, big deal. Oh, it's because she's black and gay. And a woman. Because that's a category still. Anyway, on to the hilarious stuff. Netflix has cancelled another series. It's James Bond, but for gay people. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Another one-letter person who does the gadgets, I think. I mean, I think that's how it goes. Let's say who the people are. Oh, that's useful. The character, what the fuck now? Oh, I've seen something about it, and it's the character list, and it's just weird. Famous cast. Score on Rotten Tomatoes, big deal. Low viewership, not surprised. People that loved it really loved it, and the people that didn't like it. Big deal. All sorts of important fancy stuff. One bloke loved playing his character and said it was fun to bring joy to something. That's just kind of sad. Then again, I get enjoyment from, you know, trolling people in comment sections and just looking at the news. It's brilliant. Fans can watch the series on Netflix as long as it remains on the streaming platform. Please get rid of it. It's just gonna be weird. Yeah, it lost 200,000 people in 3 months. Or is that just Netflix? That's Netflix. Why'd you put that there on a thing that's not exactly about Netflix? That's just confusing. Okay, so essentially everything from here is the important. Everything from, like, here is the important stuff. Anyway, that's that. Can we find anything else? Teletubbies scene being traumatizing. Not surprised, it's the fucking Teletubbies. Let's check this, because this may have some good stuff. Well, why the hell is there's a thing? Can you let me scroll down? No, you're not. That's. I've never heard of that. I mean. Not. I mean. Good luck to that app. It's probably gonna fail. Right. Alright, I'm a bit of a history nerd. Let's see this. Yep, good old Queen Les one. Yeah, fucking. butchering Joan of Arc, wonderful. Just, I was about to say that's really short, but whatever. Why the hell am I suddenly in pain? Probably from looking at this. Right, okay, historical women are... Yes, but no. Like, yes, there are others performing what are considered typically male tasks. But that second part, this, I'm finally using the highlight feature, wonderful. That's just not exactly true. I mean, in some sense, yes. But in some sense, they could also fly. They couldn't, but you could lob them far enough in a catapult. See what I mean? Anyway, Doctor, say who it is. Is that this person wrote this, which it's called a it's called a speech. They're supposed to be dramatized. You fucking idiots. You look at that. That's a woman. That's a lot of men. That's a lot of Spaniards burning. Wonderful. Love that. That's Bill Shakespeare for some reason. I should probably just read through it. I'm supposed to. Inhabiting the social role and dressing in clothes associated with while living and working among men, many others felt like gender defiance may have had a profound impact on their sense of self. Old mate, a queen's a queen. Wait, what the fuck? I'm sorry, what? Anyway, this is just people not being happy. Social media people are happy and not happy. That's surprising. Yes, solid facts. Good job. Sound effect. I think I've just had a stroke reading that. Whatever. Stop rewriting history to make people feel better themselves under the guise of inclusivity. It's insulting and pathetic. Is that the same person? Or is it just people? Or is it just internet people? I think it's just that one person, although it may be internet people in general, which, fair enough. Anyway, feminists fear that the quote-unquote transgender activists are effectively trying to wipe many famous women who defy gender norms out of history. Yes, they are. They did it with the Finnish bloke, I think, Finnish warrior who was buried in then traditional Finnish clothes, and said, "Wait a minute, doesn't that look slightly like that look slightly in between modern male and female clothes? Like, bro, dress sense was weird back then. Like, I can't remember what time period it was, but all throughout time, fashion's been fucking weird." Anyway, more stuff about Joan of Arc. Hey, look at that. It's a woman. You're almost dead, but she's still a woman. What's next? In 100 years, was Queen Elizabeth II a man? I mean, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope the Earth blows up before then. The French. This is more about Joan of Arc, which I may have already talked about, although that may be in the footage where my mic wasn't on, or it wasn't set correctly. Don't ask. Yeah, we don't have enough female role models. We spent decades rediscovering women, artists, authors, leaders. Yeah, now people trying to take them away. Yeah, they do that a lot. Right, anything else? In the big note, in the big bell? The big bell, it's kind of... That was close. Oh, look at that, another one! So all I'm saying is, so far, some people who have had more vaccinations than me have got COVID more than me. Like, I'm just saying. A walrus! It's a walrus, like Johnny the Walrus. But female. No, no, scrolling right past that. No fucking thank you. Boring, boring shit, boring shit. Bullshit. Uh, okay, this is just really fucking boring. Okay. Uh, yeah, yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm going past that. Scientology bullshit and stuff. Just, yeah, nah, bro, it's the ancient alien shit. Fuck off about Genshin Impact. I don't really care. Huh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Archie Battersby. That one's kind of sad. Ed Walrus. Oh yeah, that's Fred the Walrus who died. That's kind of sad. Not as sad as what happened to Archie, but yeah. Okay, that is seemingly everything. So therefore, I shall see you in the next one. But the big question is this just another random video, or is it, today's headlines episode 2? Who knows? I guess I'll find out when I upload it. Bye. I guess. I don't know what it is. I think it was just me, recording the news and